All right, welcome back. This is the part two of session three for our little mini campaign, Changing of Ivyholm. And our heroes, Sweet Release, were ambushed by what seemed to be kind of like trolls, but they were burning up the whole time, which seems weird for trolls. And uh, Periton friends, which didn't act exactly like Peritons, only kind of like them, and had some other weird things going on. So the group managed to take them down, and uh, I guess that's where we're picking up. So, what does Sweet Release wish to do?
Monkey's still bloodthirsty. Monkey's gonna sprint and climb up the cliff and
Sure.
beeline to where he thinks it was.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you see a. I mean, here I'll go ahead and do that for you. You see a now
and
smoldering troll corpse,
oh,
very large troll corpse.
oh. He's gonna like lightly punch it a couple times, like,
Boo, boo. Yeah,
"Mer."
it just limply. It's kind of warm to the touch, but yeah.
And if Jebry's still on, I'm gonna start making my way back down, but kind of sorrowful, like, oh man,
So the
I'll
Charlie
just
Brown
hop down
sad
there.
walk,
Yeah.
droop shoulders.
Okay.
Fenris, check on the horses as like you run over me, and then I make my way up to the body. I can't move up there.
Oh yeah, you want to go up there? Sure. Boop.
Time to dissect and cut in and try to figure out what the fuck is going on.
Here, I'll
The
make him
the
not
one that I
invisible.
exploded above me, Veishi kind of just floats to the ground, but they're taking like a bloodbath.
Okay.
Damn.
It's
I
like a
will
blood mist raining on top
Yeah.
of her.
I will announce to everyone, say, "Come, meet Hill or
Oh,
Ben Hill," and I'll activate my once everyone gets around me, I'll activate the sensor to do the 1d4 to
okay.
top everybody off.
Um,
Nice.
I'll slowly kind of trot over, in case Jebry wants to drop off at any point, or if he wants to revert me. I'll just make my way towards the horses.
Just start punching yourself to try and knock off your HP.
I I'm sure Jebry would probably be like giving you instruction, be like, now pick up the let's write up the cart and get everything back in order while we're all big and strong.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Good idea. I like that.
And I'll delicately flip it over, back on its wheels.
I'll
Or
say both
I
of
know one is
them
missing a wheel.
are damaged, and both of them I would say, in fact, are have busted wheels, one each.
If they're
Uh,
a little lopsided, I'll sit down and kind of think on it for a while.
yeah. The wagon
And if
itself is in fine condition, and then we're talking about the horses, but I'll let you guys do that. So.
My response to you, DM,
No,
is
you're right.
we
I
have
get it.
our
Yeah,
business.
yeah, you're right. We'll get to that.
So,
But you're right.
yeah.
Good point.
I will wait because I mean I'm just up here
Sure.
getting
Is,
ready to carve.
is Monkey going away and Fenris coming back?
yeah, if they're flipped over, and
Sure.
I'll probably do something rudimentary like some rocks or some larger branches to kind of help suspend it, jack up the wagons.
Oh, okay. Sure. Nice. I like that.
Hopefully with instruction or something. I'm just like, huh? And then yeah, I'm good to turn back.
Okay. Pooping away the monkey. Boop.
Oh,
Whew.
I place the antler on the ground first, and then I pick it
Okay.
back up when I turn back into Fenris.
Nice.
Ah, a trophy.
Yeah, sure. You can even put that in your equipment if you like. A half of a Periton antler.
Delightful.
All right. So, yeah. Whenever did you want to slice and dice?
No, right before that. All right. Yes, I'm over the body. I have a sweet and sour just like stabbed into the ground for the moment.
Sure.
I bamf into Boodle,
Oh yeah. Check on
take a
them.
look at Wolf, Rin, Dol, whatever all their names are. I'm
Zaval and
assuming,
Laren, or Zaval
yeah,
and
assuming
Laren.
they're all on the path.
Yeah, they look pissed off with each other. They're fighting. They're just like, man, this is fucking stupid. I told you we shouldn't have fought them. They look way more difficult than that. God, I can't believe you got us into this. But hey, at least we're alive, I guess. Fuck. God, how far is this? They're just kind of sniping at each other constantly.
Yeah, and
But
then
they're going.
yeah, mental message to Boodle. Mama's fine. Demon troll things. I'll keep you posted, Doodle. And then I get my vision back.
Okay.
And then yeah, I would like to just Hunter's Bane, like try to yeah, this is
Harvest,
my element.
basically.
Yeah,
Harvest
I
and,
want to understand.
dissect.
Well, I want to understand
Yeah, by all means.
why are these things, and I'm using Adam here, demon-like or something, right? Like
Um,
my Hunter's Bane is going kind of bing, 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 bing.
yeah. I would. I'm telling Adam now,
Mhm.
but
No,
for
okay.
Gwyn, it's hard to tell. Like it
Yeah, yeah,
just
yeah,
seems weird,
exactly.
and it's
So
something's changed these guys in some ways.
yeah, so if it applies to aberration, fey, fiends, or undead,
Well, you have detect magic up at
I
all
will.
times too.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's the other thing I was gonna get to. My eyeballs.
Yeah. Let's do Arcana check and or religion check. Which are you proficient in either?
Religion, if yeah, I'm
Yeah,
really
let's do religion.
okay. Advantage for recalling information, or does it not
Yeah,
apply?
you can do advantage on that too. Let me
Okay.
just I gotta look up the magic schools again real quick.
Oof. Natural 7.
Uh,
Total of 19.
yeah. Sorry. Magic schools, magic schools.
You don't
What are
necessarily have to.
all
It's like
the?
if
No,
it
I know, but I
applies.
like to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
What are all the? So this would be you. So you'd feel echoes of some sort of like transmutation magic, which makes sense because they're different.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, but also traces of kind of divination. Not so much as the spell effect, but maybe like the magical source. Like it was done using divine magics, maybe?
Okay, so divine magic's not divination.
Not divination. Yeah,
The
I guess that's
divination.
the better way to
Yeah.
put it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Um. On this is on the second day or third day of travel, real quick. So I put in my notes.
Third day, I think?
Okay,
Yeah,
third day.
you rested
Yeah.
once at the thing, and then the second night was the bandits, so you're now on your third day.
Okay, on third day. Okay, so I'm
So this is
just gonna
early
say
afternoon, third day.
trolls and Heraton transmute and divine source.
And just to kind of summarize what you guys all witnessed in the fight, so yes, the trolls not only they did have regeneration, which made sense, but obviously you guys are used to regeneration being disabled by fire or acid. These guys are
Yeah.
immune to fire and acid, as you witnessed from your attacks. Otherwise, very similar in that they have regeneration. They kind of are more dire troll-esque in terms of like size and capabilities. Other than that, that's basically the same. Like they,
So what has kept them dead?
you. Let's see, what was your? She did a 19. That was for that. So that was just for. You can do. Is your medicine any good?
Yeah, I mean it uses my intelligence. It's +5.
Yeah. If you
I mean,
want to try and you can do medicine, but with your hunter's bane, you can go advantage to try and figure out like what's keeping these things dead. Because you
yeah.
know
So
from
normally,
like you have to deal some acid or fire damage.
19 again.
Um, that feature, if you will, uh, just seems to be as long as it's regeneration can't out heal whatever damage that it would have done. It just dies.
Okay.
Like the actual like
So
has
it's a
to be.
different type of regen.
It's a different type of regeneration. So it doesn't behave exactly the same way. It's just similar. It's just been tweaked.
So would I be able to tell, like, is this thing still fundamentally a troll, or is it something
It
else?
seems like it was at one point. There's
But no
far
longer.
too many characteristics that remind you of a troll to be anything
Okay.
but essentially a dire troll. Uh, so yeah, I'm assuming you guys probably haven't faced actual dire trolls, but you faced trolls for sure. Uh, Maybe you have faced dire trolls. I don't know. So these things would have definitely rang familiar, but they are definitely different. But only mechanically speaking, like visually, except for obviously the flames, which again not as extreme in the token. more just like embers and sort of small wisps of flame kind of dancing across their body. Um, but yeah, like if it wasn't for that and the mechanics being so weird, you'd be like, yeah, these were dire trolls. So, and for DM summarizing, so the Peritons did not seem to have. So they did have the dive bomb attack, which is normal to Peritons. Did have the antlers and talons, which is normal to Peritons. Did not have flyby, but also had a screech, which reminded you of a rock screech.
Yeah, and when you said that, that's why my brain went to these are
Oh, demons
demonified or
potentially.
something like.
Yep,
Yeah, like
I can see that.
someone spliced them with rock or something,
Yep.
or imbued them with rock power.
So that was just me kind of giving the rundown of the differences you guys saw. So, anything else, Gwyn, while you're up here? Just gonna
Um,
contemplate.
and I didn't get enough information to know. So fundamentally, is this thing? Could I, with the medicine check and a religion check, can I classify this thing as is it still a monstrosity or has it been tipped over into a new
I think it's technically a
category?
giant. Trolls, I think, technically are giants. So,
Oh yeah, fair.
yep,
It's still a
it's
giant.
still a giant.
Okay, so it's not fiend. Okay. Um,
The Peritons actually are monstrosities, but
yeah.
you're not looking at that yet. And no, there's some
Uh,
intact ones. I was gonna say I'm not sure there's any intact ones, but there's one I think. It's like right here because two were burned up, although you could still examine it. But the one
alright.
that Veishi had, absolutely, you cannot get any information out of that except for maybe what you can get from literal blood.
Cool. Well, you said blood. So using
Fair.
what I can with my Hunter's Bane
Yep.
and my proficiency with alchemist tools, I'm going to
Oh shit.
harvest whatever I deem useful
Okay.
from this thing. Alky supply?
I'll think about that.
Okay, we can go back to me.
You are proficient with alchemist tools. That's cool.
Yeah, I'm a blood hunter.
Or alchemist supplies. Yeah, nice. Okay. Noted. I'll have to think about that. Maybe, probably not even this session. I'll have to get back to you after that.
Okay.
Unless you can think of something, in which case I'll, listen to it.
Again, I was just gonna try to harvest. I was gonna see. I know
I mean,
I
yeah,
got
for
troll blood
for all
is
intents and purposes,
useful.
you're looking basically at a dire troll corpse, but
Okay.
it's different and weird.
Okay, so we'll come back to whatever I harvest retroactively
Yep.
as needed. And I will start with my powerful build, dragging this corpse
Okay.
down and throw it off the cliff.
Yeah. How long is spider climb? Like 10 minutes?
1 hour.
Oh, it's an
1
hour.
hour.
Shit. Yeah, you got time then.
And then I will make my way over to the group while they are doing stuff.
Cool. Other group. What's going on? Actually, Syl, you're kind of. Or no, did you float down? Where did Syl go?
Yeah, I floated down, and I still have extra 20 feet movement because of the potion. So I'm running around looking for herbs, mushrooms, things, shiny things.
Oh, okay.
Nothing that I am gonna share with anybody other than myself.
Oh, you're way over here. I was trying to find you.
Yeah, I got lots of movement, so I just kind of.
Yeah, you're fine. So I will say, just while you're over here, so you see essentially a Pathmaker's Rest that's kind of become a little bit overgrown. Like there's still these kind of little low rock walls that people have kind of set up at one point for nice little resting points. These columns here, kind of a little centralized sort of fire pit here that people can you know rally around, that kind of stuff. But
So how late in the day is it?
it's early afternoon, like 1-ish.
Oh, we're nice. Yeah. So I would search all around here too. Just pretty. I mean, I got lots of time and speed to search the area for
Yeah, you can
anything
make
that is
a
edible.
investigation check.
Okay.
You're int based, so
Investigation.
nice. Yeah, I mean certainly you can refill your satchel with any components that you may have used that would be out here, obviously like glass and stuff like that. But I don't think you really use anything like that. Yeah, like little twigs and stuff for starting embers and stuff like that. Like yeah, you can refill basically anything you need for your satchel, I would say.
Do I find any like mushrooms or berries or anything?
Um, with a 20, so you're looking for just like edible stuff?
Yeah, I thought I might grab a couple handfuls of it and just walk back to the lobby.
Yeah, I'd say you can find some. You think they're gooseberries? You're not sure. Like I don't know how well you would know. Well, you're an alchemist. Yeah, they're gooseberries. You find wild gooseberries.
Cool. I'll once I'm done my search, I'll end up walking back to eating berries. And we'll stand a little distance away and just stare at them.
Okay. What's everybody else doing?
Oh,
I wish to find and calm the horses before working on the cart any further. Where are they? Candy cane, where have you gone?
So the
But yeah,
horses. Sorry, the horses are.
yeah,
They were. Yeah, they probably would have been fucking spooked, wouldn't they? Are you trying to like call them back?
yeah, I'll start walking to the west and I'll have Hubert
Yeah, they definitely ran
60 feet
south,
up.
like south southwest.
Ah, shit. Of course, they're
Uh,
faster on the trail.
but they were lashed to the wagon, so maybe they didn't make it that far. Actually, now that I think about it, uh, yeah, I'll say you as the ape, you saw them. They were maybe like 30, 40 feet south of here, and they just kind of given up dragging the carts, but they feel like they felt they were safe, and they kind of just hid behind them a little bit, and you're able
Okay,
to
cool, cool.
basically more or less lead them with the cart, like by the cart, all the way up here as a giant ape before you drop your form.
Nice, nice.
So yeah, they're here. They're spooked still. So if you want to try and calm them down, you can calm them down if you like.
Uh, as a monkey, I would have tried to pet them, regardless of how they made me feel. But yeah, I'll
Yeah, you can make an
try
animal
and
handling check if
comfort
you
him.
like.
As a
No, you can do it
Fenris or
as
as a
yourself.
monkey?
I mean, if you want
Okay,
to do it as the monkey, you can.
I'll wait until now.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, you can do animal handling.
Yeah,
Mm,
sheesh.
You can do two because you're going to be trying to do two different carts with the horses.
Okay, okay. So lead horse,
Actually, can't
and
you
then that's the
guidance yourself?
second.
Don't you have guidance as one of your cantrips?
Not me.
I thought you did.
Nah.
he's wizard.
Oh, that's
He
right.
didn't,
That's right. That's right. Sorry, I forgot.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
but he does have the ability to speak with
Oh, that's true. You
animals
have yeah,
that's kind
whatever
of
beast and leaf or
innately.
whatever.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah,
Is that worth
know your
anything?
feet. Speech of beast and leaf. So you have
Communicate.
advantage on all charisma checks. These are not charisma checks. But I will say, instead of animal handling with wisdom, I will allow you to do animal handling with charisma and thus use your advantage. So you can reroll.
Mhm. So
In fact,
roll.
if you want to just change your character sheet, oh, actually, can you change? Yeah, you should be able to change your animal handling
Yeah, he
to
can.
use charisma. I would
Oh,
say you should always
I'll
use your animal handling with charisma if you want.
oh, I see the slot for it. Bu- 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 bu. Wait,
Nice.
it was advantage on all charisma. Okay.
Yeah. So that's one. You can do another one for the other card.
Aha.
Yeah, no, they're much calmer. The first card, like, yeah, okay, we can go now. The second one is just like, Those are, there's nothing gonna be like. Those are scary.
Oh no, everything's fine.
Okay.
We will be
Okay.
on guard moving forward.
Okay.
We will protect you. You are safe with us. I
Yeah.
apologize for any of that.
Yeah. I mean, and you're not literally speaking, right? It's a little more ephemeral than that, but yeah, yeah, you get that kind of vibe. Yeah, exactly. You just know. But yeah, like the second one's like, oh, I mean, we can go. Yeah, if it gets us out of here faster, that's good. But that was scary. First one's just like, yeah, no, we're good. That's good. Good job.
Cool. Yeah, bye.
Yeah, mate. Let's go.
Okay, cool,
Cool.
cool. Then yeah, once the horses are fine, then
So you still got busted
anything.
wheels.
Yeah. Good thing we bought a lot of tongues, axles, wheels, and bullets back at the general store. Come on. Come on, guys. Let's patch this shit up.
Yeah, of course we did.
I will say
Of course.
that would be fine because you guys have traveled on the road before, and you know these things can happen. So if you want to do that, I mean, you
These
still have to
cards
actually
come
fix
with
it.
Spares.
Did you say stairs?
No
Oh, God.
spares.
Oh no.
Uh,
Yeah.
Yeah, I will totally
Yeah.
allow you guys have separate like spokes, like repair materials. But
Whew.
okay.
Then yeah, just picture some
What's
teamwork getting that set up. I'll use my muscles.
so did everybody who needed healing circle up around Ben for the heal?
Yes.
Yeah, Gwen did not need any healing, so I'm still up there.
Yeah, Fenris I'm sure did. So
I do.
I was not
I'll roll it and see how much everybody gets back.
yeah, let's do that.
Thank you for waiting until a monkey passed.
So which feature is this, or which spell is this, or what is it?
It's off the sensor. You have the
Oh,
one
the
charge a
sensor.
day.
That's right. Okay, nice. Make sure you mark the charge off.
It's 10d4 if you're just gonna do the whole minute, right?
Eh?
One
Is
d
that
four for up to.
spread?
For a minute.
Is it a pool that can be split around, or is that just everybody
No,
gets
No,
it's
it?
everybody gets a D4 for every
Oh wow.
per round,
Yeah, 10 feet for
and
one
it's up
minute.
to a minute. Yep.
I don't see it.
Can I donate my
27. I see the
D4?
27 total. Say again,
Can
still.
can the D4s be donated? I'm
No, it's
It's
each
everybody
individual
gets it.
person gets a D4.
okay. Yeah, I'm good.
Well, so everybody
I'm
gets
just
the
gonna
full
say
27, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
everybody gets
Right.
the full 27.
Okay.
Unless you want me to roll for each individual person.
No, no,
but,
no, no,
you
no.
know.
You're good. And that's basically average, so actually still a little bit better than average.
I feel fantastic. Thank you for that.
Oh, you
Oh,
do, damn.
the horses feel fantastic too.
I mean, they were unhurt, but they were just spooked. But you made them feel fantastic, so good point.
Maybe some of their fatigue from the stress.
True.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So Jeopardy's no longer concentrating. Uh, what's Vaishi the bird exploder doing? Especially for the name. If you're speaking, I can't hear you. Oh, you're muted. That's why. What did you do? Guardian of Nature through Primal Beast, and it lasts for a minute. Okay, so it would have faded at some point. Okay, Donnie's not here, I guess. Sil, you went looking for mushrooms, Ben's healing, Fenner's. Yep, Jebri, what you doing?
Jebri would probably um, whoever is the most talented at he sees Guinevere cutting apart the monsters, but gets the wrong idea and thinks it's like, yeah, I bet you that the skin of the whatever they are, the false Peritons,
Mhm.
that would be pretty exclusive. So who in our group would I know is like the most woodsman-y survivalistic?
It's a good question. I mean, if not
Oh, yeah.
Gwen.
I only have one survival, but I do have like a more of a woodcutter kind of thing than a woodcutter slash tree hugger. I don't know how that works, but we'll figure it out.
If we
But not
find to
quite,
find
not
if
quite
we find to
survival.
find Maple, I look for Fenris.
Yes.
Yeah, I think
But
it's pretty
yeah,
much just Gwen. Out of
he'd
your group.
basically he'd be like pestering her to try to skin some of the other. Are they feathery or furry? All the art that I see of Peritons makes them look kind of furrish, aside from the wings.
Oh, yeah, I guess they're kind of both, right? Because they're kind of like hybridy antler, like kind of hybrid, like stags and
Yeah.
like falcon type thing. So a little bit of both.
So he'd be like, let's get some of these pelts here. I'm sure that they'd either sell for a pretty penny or make a delightful what's stole.
Sleeping bag.
Sleep.
Yeah,
No, dear, I'm trying to enhance your you know accoutrement. You were
ah,
complaining about the earrings versus my boots later. A nice Periton stole. I mean, there's not many people who has something like that.
okay.
Plus, you'd have something to wear to a fine dining event.
Alright, we'll put a pin in that one. And before I get to choppy choppy skinny butchery,
Yeah.
I'm going back up the cliff.
Okay.
I want to try to see if I can figure out were these things just waiting in ambush, or we just happened to be unlucky
Like
and
checking the
crossed their
surroundings for
path.
them. Like see if like you can
Yeah,
find a camp
like
or
do they have
something.
kind of. Do they have a camp? Is there a trail? Is there something like? Were we unlucky, or was something following us, kind of thing? Right? Like I just want to understand.
Well, you will
The
recall you were being trailed by the birds for 10 minutes.
yes,
But
but like
yes, yeah, you do.
yeah.
I would say how long, how far are you willing to go?
I mean, say I still have what 50 minutes of spider
Oh, that's
climbing.
true. You do have a long ass spider line. And you're just telling them, be like, I'll be right back, guys.
Uh, just check out the camp. I'll be back.
Okay.
And
Yeah. Um, I'd say if you were to scour, go ahead and give me.
Can I have Hubert follow her? Actually,
Sure.
Hoover. Yeah.
Makes sense.
If I want to hear Hoover hoot, I'll stop
Yeah,
and follow them.
yeah. So give me perception check for
Sure.
Hubert with advantage.
woohoo!
And then if you want to do like survival for tracking, and you
Sure.
had with
Yeah.
advantage with your Hunter's Bane, that works
If
too.
it again, if it involves with what I think it does. So right.
Uh, well, so I guess explain to me the Hunter's Bane mechanic. Is it specific creature types? Is
So
that what it is?
yeah. So I'll read it to you exactly. Right. It's. I haven't changed anything. So
Oh, okay.
you have advantage on Wisdom survival checks to track aberrations,
Aberrations, fey, fiends,
fays,
or undead.
fiends, or
Okay.
undead, as well as intelligence checks to
Okay.
recall information about
Then
such
you
creatures.
don't have advantage.
Okay, cool. So straight up
Yep.
with the
Oh,
guidance.
but you critically succeeded.
Yeah,
Did you crit the D4? Oh, I
yeah,
almost.
Almost. So
so close.
I literally will like poke my head back over. Like I start moving. Hubert kind of flies by. I let Hubert like I might be a while.
Yeah, these things are fucking huge. They leave tracks and shit. They like drag their claws on the ground wherever the fuck they go. They scratch trees wherever the fuck they go. You can find like they have a little, uh, not exactly like a cave, but kind of like a little, uh, like a little grotto kind of
Yeah.
offset, like about maybe not even a quarter of a mile away from the cliff.
Okay.
Um, yeah, and you can find it's just like littered with carcasses and gross stuff. I mean, it's honestly you've seen troll hovels, dire troll hovels even maybe, and it's just like this. It looks very similar.
Okay.
They live
Are
exactly
there?
the same way.
Does
A
it
little bit larger,
look
I guess, yeah, because they're big.
in the hovel? Could I tell with that natural 20, 32 total that these were the only two trolls that used this hovel, or are there
Yeah,
more?
yeah, exactly. You can see like there's bedding down spots, and there's just two of them, like where their ground is particularly tamped down and like compacted, and maybe they've even set out like a little bit of brush or something to kind of give them some soft, like some moss or something like that, to kind of give them a little bit of softness in the little bit of shelter that they have from the elements where they've got their stuff set up.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
just these two.
And I am well out of range for communication with the group, even if it's through Hubert. So what? I mean, it's easy enough to find this place.
Yeah.
That's
Feel it's safe.
it takes over Fenris's actions, but shared senses, does that have a range where I
Uh,
see and hear?
for
I forget.
you, it's like
I think.
120 feet. It's
I thought
not
that was
Oh,
very.
just
is it?
communication. Okay.
Well, we could check. I mean,
Yeah, let's check.
check
So
it.
this is just through Find Familiar, right? So let's look Find
Yeah.
Familiar. I thought it was like a mile. For some reason, I have a mile in my head. Oh no, so it's 100 feet with communication. Additionally, you can see.
I have too many tabs open.
It's fine. But again, for me, I didn't bother reading because for me, it's any distance.
Right.
As
Yeah.
long as
Yeah.
I'm on the same
You're.
plane of existence
Yes, you
with,
are.
yeah,
No, I think the 100 feet is also the limitation on the
yeah,
seeing here.
yeah, it is.
Okay.
Basically, as soon as Hoover gets out of your range, it kind of just goes black, and you kind of come back to your senses. You're like, huh? Oh, I guess
Okay.
they're having fun.
So, what I will do then, just to avoid the back and forth right now, I will go into the hovel because I see that there's only evidence of two.
Yep.
And trolls tend to collect things and not know what they're collecting.
Yep.
I have magic vision.
Yeah, you do.
Does anything ping? Because
I'll
maybe we found something.
I'll let you know. I'll have to put that as homework for myself.
Okay, cool. I
Hey.
found faux hammer. There we go.
Sure.
She's
Sorry,
not a
yeah, exactly.
It
It's
makes it.
the perfect Lord of the Rings token moment. So I found faux hammer. I found sting.
What was
I
the
found
other? Oh, harvesting from the troll.
yeah, harvesting
Harvesting troll
anything
parts.
useful,
Gotcha.
especially for Syl, because Syl can probably use it for stuff.
True, 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 true. Fair
Um,
enough.
looting the hovel.
Yep,
I'm
looting their
looking
hovel.
for signs of maybe what has corrupted, changed, mutated, augmented, morphed,
With
transmuted
your,
them.
let me think for a second here. You aren't
Sorry, guys,
getting.
I don't mean to take
No,
up
no,
so
no,
much
no, no.
time.
I mean, part of the point of
No,
this is to
I'm interested.
introduce something weird and give you guys questions, but I want to give some answers if I can, but also, leave some things to be discovered. Um, you're not getting the transmutation that you detected when you were looking through the innards of that thing, and the like faint sense of divine magic does not is not present here. So if something
Okay.
were to have changed them using divine magic, it doesn't look like it took place here.
Okay, so there's not like all like a idol or a
Nope.
stone or something. Okay,
No
that would be
religious iconry
got it.
or anything like that, except for maybe little like broken bits and stuff in the detritus that was left over from previous adventures, but certainly nothing propped up as if they were like praying to it or anything like that.
Okay, and then because I'm spotted that there was the two
Actually,
trophy.
you did a
Was there?
32.
Yeah,
Let me think of time-wise how this would have worked.
sure. And just
Uh,
to add to your thought real quick while
sure.
you're doing that, the only thing, because you said there's the two trophies, is there an obvious nesting for the paratin-like creatures, or are these
Uh,
possibly something separate?
I would say no.
Like,
Not
okay,
around exactly where you are. But there
okay, so
is
they
a
were,
good amount of tree cover, and you actually heard some others, live ones,
uh, while I was
nearby.
coming this
Yeah, while it's
direction.
coming this direction. But there's enough
Cool.
cover, and you're stealthy enough to kind of avoid their
Yeah.
gaze. I would say also amongst so pretty much all you see because you're like super tracking mode. You've got your eyes glowing, everything. Um, so you see the big lumbering footprints and like the dragon claws and all that other stuff. You do see much smaller, more like U-sized tracks, like humanoid tracks, um, going not towards the cliff, but arcing around out and going basically kind of the opposite direction, and then kind of curving in a northward direction. Because you're kind of going east, it was maybe a little bit north as well, and you see basically just little shuffles. Like it could be a couple of people, you're not sure, but you do see like basically humanoid-sized tracks. Faint, not recent, but maybe regular enough to where you can kind of pick up like, oh, there's like a boot print here. Oh, there's like a
Okay, so
slightly
I was gonna
different,
say, so boots.
different
Okay.
ages of print of tracks. So it's like it's been here more than once, but not like constant foot traffic, right? Just like you see little signs here and there. It's very small smatterings of it, but they're of like a regular sized person, humanoid, I would say. And it kind of cuts around and goes around and north, away from the cliff, but then kind of cuts north.
North and as in the direction that we'll be traveling along the path.
Yep.
North. Okay. Okay. All right, Hubert. Let's get back to the group. I know Jebri wants me to get him some skins, and I hop and I skip with whatever I get from the hovel and
Yeah, nice.
make it, you know,
Jingle,
then I will
jangle,
be
jingle,
back.
jangle. You'll have some stuff. I just gotta
Yeah,
figure out what it is.
sounds good. All right, and
Uber will
I'm
carry
just
like
muting
something.
myself for a minute.
Uber will help carry. He'll just maybe something the size of a coin in his beak.
So he's like slightly swole
He's
Hubert, right? Because he's level 2 or something? Is that what
yeah.
it is?
Okay, 2 coins. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby. I'm a helper.
You can hear his wings flap. Not very stealthy anymore, but comes at a cost.
And then
Love
a
it.
Periton comes down.
Here's
Just
the
kidding.
vape.
Okay. What's everybody else doing?
Um,
I will say at the very least you have a wagon to fix. 2 wagons to fix.
I think.
If you wish to
Well,
use them.
Veishi does not know how to help, so I don't think Veishi would help. I was
I'll
gonna
say
say I'll
Fenris,
help, but
Fenris at the very least
nah.
knows they're busted and may know how to kind of start fixing it.
Well, there's a problem. So the
Uh,
wheel's off.
I think after I gotten healed, here's how I. after I've gotten healed, I will stand next to Fender and hold anything so you have hand.
Sure.
Anything you need.
Perfect.
Maybe
I
it's
think
not helping depending on how you view things. It's like somebody looking over your shoulder, like, is it fixed yet? Is it fixed yet?
And yeah, I
I
don't
think
know if how Syl would react to seeing busted stuff that needs fixing, but there's busted stuff that needs fixing.
I'm munching on my things, munching away.
Did you?
I like to tinker with my stuff. I don't fix bikes.
Okay, noted.
Fenris is really taking his time, and he's kind of talking through things, maybe a bit too much. He's like, "Well, then we just need some nuts and bolts to put this one back on. But you got to hold it, and you can't hold it too weird of an angle, or you start damaging and misaligning the other ones. See,
Okay, you trying to fix
can
it?
you? Yeah, he's kind of doing more planning than action, but he's slowly making his way through it, and talking to Vichy quite a bit. He's like, there's I remember one card had lost one wheel, so it's on three. He'll hold it up and be like, "Are you able to hold this?" And he'll kind of like slowly let off and see if they can hold it while he gets the wheel in
I
place.
can't
And
tell if my headset's.
Yeah,
I can hear you
we hear
now,
now. Yeah. All I heard
but if
was
you were
can't tell
talking
if my
previously,
headset's.
yeah.
I bet we don't hear you now. Oh, oh, I see green lighting up, but I don't hear
One
anything.
point, Fenris is gonna look under the wagon and say, "Ah, shit! They took our catalytic converter. God damn it!
The
That's what
copper in
they
those
caught us
things is
for."
worth so much.
Ah.
Why have cat under wagon?
It's not just a cat. Well, we'll talk about it later.
Yeah, still no Kyle, by the way. Like I can see you lighting up, but no here.
Test
Up
one,
there you are. There
two.
you are. I hear you.
There you
All
go.
right. No, it sounded like it sounded like you were like I could hear you talking, but it was like you weren't sure what you were saying. It was like, well, I think and there'd be like a pause with no sound whatsoever. And then it's,
Ooh.
well, maybe if you could hold that, if I could
Just
get some
cutting out a
nuts
Oh
and
bunch.
no.
bolts.
Sounds like a dying battery or something.
Mm.
I just switched the battery from my old one to my new one. I don't know if I got a new router, so I don't know
Weird.
if it's
Interfering or something maybe.
yeah, because the headset I think uses Wi-Fi instead of Bluetooth.
Don't know. So
But
you're asking.
overall, oh,
Yeah, go ahead.
mirror, um, Jebri.
You.
Okay. I was just gonna say overall we'd be taking our time. I'm sure we're used to Gwen running off, and
Oh
in
yeah.
this case we can't follow her exactly, so we're just like, we've got less than an hour. Let's just take our time.
Yeah, I'd say it took at least like 30, 40 minutes for Gwen.
Mhm. She might actually get back before we finish.
Maybe.
Yo,
Ah, shit.
guys, look what I found. And I just kind of slide down with the
Ooh,
spider climb.
Yeah.
that was faster than I expected.
Uh, Hubert was super helpful. He's holding the whatever he's holding.
Fantastic. Good
Um,
job, Hubert.
okay.
Herbert would have helped, but fucking Gwen crushed it. So was not needed, but Hubert would have been nice if
Yeah,
not for a
he's keeping an
natural
eye out.
20 with a fucking 3 on a guidance too.
And I will take over the Puritans, and I will be like, okay,
Okay.
okay, okay, we cut around here, we cut here, we do this, and I will try to get. How many do we have? We have
There's only
4.
really one usable carcass. I mean, there's two kind of
Ah,
charred ones.
ah.
There's one just normal ass one, and then there's the cloud of blood that yeah, the blood spray that.
Yeah.
So
I'm covered in blood and
viscera.
yes.
Oh, that's weird.
There's like little chips of antlers dug into your bark. It's like just
I'm
like
just painted
look like you
red
took
other than that.
shrapnel on the stuff almost.
By the
Okay.
way, Vaishi, that was pretty brutal of you. I keep forgetting you're capable of that.
What?
Very very fancy. I
What
like
do
it.
you mean?
Um, Normally out of us, we're not capable of turning things into a fine red mist, I would say. on average. That's a really cool, really nice that you're able to do that. I'm glad you're on our side.
Oh, it does it smell bad?
Fenris will shrug. He won't answer.
It smells fine to you. You're kind of used to nasty smells.
Mhm. Not too bad.
I'll say,
Nothing out of the ordinary.
Gwyn. So, are you going to try and harvest the one remaining carcass?
Yeah,
I'll say
that's
your
it was
eyes see the same thing: transmutation magic, divination, or
okay.
divine magic and
Okay.
essences.
And the so was I able? You were able to say that the trolls were quote unquote immune to fire and acid.
Yep.
Did they have? What I was able to determine any other
Oh, they were also
vulnerabilities
sorry
or
resistant to magical non-piercing or magical non-magical piercing bludgeoning slashing.
okay? And these paratons, am I able to do the same thing?
Sure. They have also resistance to non-magical piercing bludgeoning slashing, which comports with what you knew about the original
Mhm.
Paratons. So
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, and I will do my best to get as nice of a pelt as possible.
okay.
Paraton.
Um, could do survival check for that just to see what you get.
Okie Hey,
Holy!
natural 20.
I mean, you get a
Sheesh.
pristine pelt, just absolutely perfect.
Fin-
Perfect.
Fenris will
Fantastic.
If you could say it three
Fenris
times
will
fast,
construct
perfect
it once
Paraton
he's.
pelt, then I'll let you have it. Just kidding.
Perfect Paraton pelt. Perfect Paraton pelt. Perfect Paraton pelt.
There you go. You
Perfect
got it.
Paraton pelt.
We went for a fourth.
Hey,
Excellent work.
I
I
said three
think that
times.
will
You said
do.
it four. You failed.
no, no, no.
Oh, damn.
So interesting. Yeah, it's weird because you see like a lot of different art for them.
Yeah, there's definitely some like fuzziness, but also some feathers. So definitely
Yeah,
antlers, definitely feathers, definitely talons. Like you can pretty much, even if you want to get like beak, but there's not much of a beak on them.
it's more like bucked teeth if I
Yeah,
remember right.
yeah.
With the razors. Okay, I do my best to harvest as much as I can. If there's anything worth collecting or alchemy, I give it to Syl, and I will go through the process now of cleaning the inside of the pelt and get it sunned, cooked, and all that on the cart while we're traveling. Yada yada, get it all prepped.
Okay,
I have I have a sleeping bag now.
sure. I'll say, Fenris, you can get. Let me look at what you're good at.
I got muscles.
You do got muscles, which that can help with fixing a cart. I'm trying to help you fix a cart because I think you're the only one actually doing it, right?
Oh, if you help.
She's helping,
Okay, okay. I'll give you some advantages then.
and I might call out to Syl at one point like, "Hey, this one's on crooked. Can you help me figure out why I can't get it straight?"
Okay, sure. Still, what do you think?
He'll push the cart like
Uh,
4 feet and be like, "See, it's all wobbly."
I'll go over and yeah, again, my head's always tilted, kind of blink a couple times, and I'm just I'll help out then.
Okay.
But
Uh,
like half-heartedly, I'm still got berries in one hand, and
okay.
more just like pointing at things and directing.
Okay. That'll just
All I need to
delay
do is
the.
borrow your brain.
That'll just delay the duration a little bit. I'll say it takes. So it took Gwyn, let's say 35 minutes to go to the cave, come back. Scylla was off foraging for maybe like 10, 15 minutes. Uh, Ape was just getting the horses back. Da, 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 da. So after the fight, we'll say let's just make it a clean 50 minutes after the fight. So it's probably almost 2 o'clock now, I'd say. But you have working carts. I mean, the wheels are at least mended. They've been replaced with parts. They should hold for at least to the end of the day, if not for a couple days. You never know. I mean, but you've got spare parts if things should happen in the future. So
Well, I think this is enough to hit the road with. Of course, they've gotten a good rest. Do we want to eat before we hit the road, or sure we can talk more once we are traveling again?
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing I can think of is we check out the campsite real quick, the Pathmaker's Rest, to see if there's anything interesting, and then we hit the road, right?
Good call. I haven't even had a
Already
look yet.
here. You know?
Yeah,
So,
let's give it a look over.
Sure. Yeah, you're welcome to go check it out.
my hunch is that maybe they're in this area because they knew that they could kill people that came here, and
Ding ding ding.
people may people may have stashed things here.
Oh, are you looking for stashes?
Yeah, maybe
Sure.
there's something stashed here, or maybe there's some sign of something. I mean,
Investigation
sweet. Oh, I wish I had my boodle with me.
check. You get like kind of a semi-frustrated
Lord,
Boodle,
I am
just like,
rolling well.
you are, yeah, out of combat, great.
Yeah, yeah.
You get like a kind of semi-frustrated Boodle, like, these guys are so annoying. They hate each other, and it's stupid. Why can't they get along? You guys hate each other too, but it's fun.
Sorry,
I mean, and it's
boodle.
all Boodle, Boodle, Boodle,
Yeah.
Boodle, 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 Boodle.
Yeah, then when you're helping me investigate, you'll just hear me stop for a minute and I'll be like, I'm sorry, boodly poo.
And
I'll
Ben,
make
you're
sure you
used
get
to that.
How's he holding up?
They hate each other. They're arguing the entire time. He says it's
Uh,
like us, but minus the actual hatred towards one another.
hmm.
He's he's probably gonna pull some pranks on me when he gets back because I made him do this.
Oh,
I
I
fully
will say,
expect to
would
have.
Boodle try and prank them at all?
You know what, Boodly Poo? Prank them as you see fit. It'll
Boodle,
help. It'll make you feel better.
Boodle, Boodle.
that'll
Not a single one made it back to the
Make sure they live. Ben has to get a redemption quota. Don't
Boodle,
ruin Ben's
Boodle.
redemption.
yeah, yeah. Oh shit.
Boodle asks, do they all have to live?
I mean, we like to help Ben, and he needs to get his quota. I've imagined that I've just
But they're so
randomly.
annoying. Boodle, Boodle.
Fenris is raising an eyebrow at this point, hearing half the conversation.
Yeah, no, but it's just like it's just my headcanon. Gwen has just made up this that she thinks is fact that Ben has a quota of people that
Yeah,
he
yeah.
has to redeem.
I like it.
So I'm like almost serious, like no, he's got to redeem so many people.
That's how religion works.
Exactly.
What am I, Catholic?
It's the tithe. It's conversion tithe.
I'm crying from laughing now. Okay. But yes. So Boodle can prank as he sees fit. If it matters for you, if it
What
matters
am
for
I, a
successes.
Catholic? God damn it.
That
I mean,
was
I
so
got it in
good.
the moment too, but I'm laughing at it again a second time. 'Cause
Yeah.
It's really funny.
Boodle is proficient in insight, investigation, perception, and stealth.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So pranking is very
Easy.
capable. Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. But yeah, I'm investigating. 29 total, and then
Yeah, I will think of stuff you find.
I have a running list of things.
Yep.
Cool.
Danny, this entire time after I'm healing, I'm looking everywhere for the cat that's missing.
Oh, man, make an investigation check.
Whatever. It's okay.
And
Hold
also
on.
simultaneously
12.
insight check.
Okay. Well, yeah, I believe him. I got a 3.
Oh yeah, you definitely believe him. Where's that fucking cat?
Where's this cat?
Wait, was it Boodle? Is Boodle a cat now? Like, because Boodle can kind of take different forms, I think, right? Or, I don't know. Who knows? These things are weird. Cat, kitty, here, kitty. Yeah, you just, where's the cat? Maybe it's inside the troll. I don't know.
Come here, Alytic. Cat Alytic, come here.
Yeah, you guys kind of see Ben, wandering around yelling weird words, but what she does,
Alytic.
that's just not crazy out of character.
I think the cat's name's Alytic.
I need to have a talk with him
Analytic.
sooner than later.
And wait, the cat's gonna convert something? I'm the one who converts.
Yes. That's why I have to find it. I think it's
Fair,
a divine cat.
Uh, I'll say, yeah, the Pathmaker's Rest otherwise is relatively, I mean, you've seen several, because they're not all standard, right? Like, they kind of change with the regions and with the
Yep.
amount of like followers and stuff like that. This one's like it's got a little bit more ornamentation and stuff than some of the ones you've seen in even nicer, more traveled stretches of road. But it does look as if it has like most pathmakers rests through either just constant use or through believers who would pass by, taking the time to upkeep it. This one does not have any sort of real sense of upkeep. So it's a bit overgrown in places, a bit like some of the like stones have maybe fallen off, things here and there. There's like chips and stuff that aren't being repaired, and so it looks a little bit worse for wear. But it's not like decrepit by any stretch. It's just it lacks love. So and it
Do
doesn't
you
feel like it's been used in a while.
do you think the middle is a well or a fire pit?
I have it as a fire pit,
Fire
Okay.
pits.
Okay.
or really just kind of a stone place for fires would be the typical thing, but it's really just like a stone centerpiece.
And
These are like pillars.
these are okay. They are tall pillars, yeah, because they do the lighting very.
Yeah, they're not like
Yeah.
super tall. They're like maybe 10 feet tall,
Okay, got it. All right.
just for a little bit of.
Well, we found
yeah.
this, and this. Let's get going, I guess. So,
As they're walking back, I'll ask her. So, were you able to find out anything about? Were we chosen? Were we ambushed at random?
uh, the jerks, they set up a camp and they have a hovel and a horde, and I got these from it, and
Oh,
it looks like they just knew that people would travel through here.
okay.
I mean,
So,
easy pickings.
I'll say, what's your
Yeah.
your survival? Your proficient in survival as well, right?
Who win or
Gwyn. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, this is
I am
almost
not.
kind of a choke point too, right? Like,
Yeah.
the path kind of narrows a bit here more than usual, and there's like, so it's strategically it makes sense.
I'm concerned though because I saw a couple sets of footprints, though very fainted and more like actual boot prints. But it's traveling north from the troll hovel, so maybe something talked to the troll.
with
I,
boots, so they were not troll-size prints, but they were at the
yeah,
troll.
but they were old, they were faded, and I mean, okay, trolls are pretty stupid, right? Like a wagon is probably as smart as a troll. So I mean,
Yeah.
I get the instinct to kill, therefore maybe, but I don't know if they would be smart enough to set up a hovel and a horde. I don't know. It's weird.
hmm This this setup they have was caught me by surprise. It's quite effective for you know
Yeah,
troll kid.
I don't know them to work well with other things either, right? Like the peritons
Right, those are
and the
wild animals.
wild monsters. Yeah, there's a slight
Yes,
difference. I've tried to explain it many times, but it's okay. It's a monstrosity, but we're good. We'll figure it out. Um,
understood.
not so it's just weird. I don't. Sorry, I'm playing into the her being actually an 18 intelligence. Sorry, I'm not being
Yeah, no,
mean
yeah,
to you, Corbin.
you're good.
um,
No, yeah, I like it.
uh, but yeah, it's something. Something smells off, and it's not so. Get it? Gotta, yeah.
Something
Okay.
more. Yes, yes.
Yeah. I have a feeling we're gonna find more changed things as we get closer to Ivyholm.
If we'll take it slow if things start looking suspicious, and next time we're chased by birds, we will not
Yeah.
pick up the pace into the choke points. But we had to
Well, hey,
learn.
I'm glad that the horses are good because I tell you what, if one of them would have gotten hurt, whew,
The
those
DM would
things
have
would
been in
have been.
such trouble.
The DM would have been in so much trouble.
I specifically said I wanted to be okay. God damn it.
Fenris is kind of looking off with a furrowed brow. It's like, no, horses must be okay.
Yeah, which did I catch some names for these horses?
I
The
didn't. I don't know.
the lead one is Candy Cane.
Oh, Candy Cane. Okay.
I'll let if Syl wants to name the other one. I'm picturing that they probably had names back in town, and we just kind of took over and be like, you're Candy Cane now.
Sure.
I
Did you say Sil? Do you want Sil in it?
Name a horse
if you
if
Yeah,
you
you
want.
want.
can name the other horse if you like.
I mean, the other one is just horse.
Yes.
Got it.
The Adventures of Candy Cane and Horse. I'd watch it.
Yeah, it's a buddy cop comedy.
Candy cane.
Candy
And
Cane, you can't always break their kneecaps like that. Stop.
Wait, but is it horse with one S or like five?
No, it's like five. It's like horse.
It's horse.
Nice.
oh, it's awesome. Thanks,
Raised by
nice.
snakes.
Okay. So yeah. Let's I guess get on the road. Good job repairing everything, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I'm gonna
With your
take
perception, it's a
concentrate.
medium job of repairing. But that's par for the
Okay.
course.
Fenris keeps cheering on the group. They're like, great job. we pulled together again.
We did it.
We did it.
Yeah,
Could
once
have
you
done it without
guys
you.
line yourselves up in the carts that you're gonna be like, there's no carts on here, but like kind of how we had you kind of coming in, just group up in marching order for carts.
I was with Ben and Sil. So where's Sil?
Up there, yep. Ben, the cat's not here. Sorry.
Damn it!
So, Ben, it's a joke from back in the forest when merchants would go through. It was the cataclysmic converter is that
Wow.
it's the
Well, that's gonna be what Gwen found in the fucking cave.
it's just the thingamajig that doesn't have a name, isn't a real thing, but it's the expensive thing that the merchant was carrying and gets
You said
stolen from
things
them.
so many times, you've lost me.
Thank you,
Like,
thank
The eyes
thank
Mm.
glaze over so fast.
Well, I'll think on it, but it's a metaphor.
so no commune find cat?
No, not real cat.
Nope.
Only
Uh,
only bad joke.
Ben, I will minor illusion a cat. See cat? And I make it
Oh,
go away.
cat.
Fake
Where'd
cat.
it go?
I break it, come back. It's the magic. Remember, we've.
He kind of
I
looks
do.
at you, then looks at Fenris, and he's just like, he doesn't get the joke.
I'll I'll bow and kind of. It
Something tells
was
me that's
bad
not
joke.
the first time that that face has been made
Mhm.
for Fenris.
No, he's like,
we are used to that face. We're like, please.
My bad.
We tried. It's okay.
Alright, so we got Fenris, Feishi, and is it Jibber again?
Yeah. So,
Bloop.
Gwen, Ben.
And
Jebri, before you take your nap, I want to talk about the monkey thing. I love the monkey thing. Please keep doing it. It's
"Can
always a
somewhere
blast.
put me in the same area because it's not working for me for some reason."
I have you. You're here.
Okay, thanks. Maybe that's what my problem is. Maybe I need to restart.
Well, here I can shift ping you to you. Maybe I don't know if you can see yourself. Boop, 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 boop.
Yeah, there I am. I
Okay.
guess it's lagged out.
Yeah, I was just trying to get people grouped into, and then so this is gonna be a lead card up here, right? I think, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Alrighty. Oh, there goes Kyle. Anyway, well, so I'm gonna go ahead and call it there.